Hi BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my Harlequin anticipated reads for October of 2020. Yay! I love doing these every month. You guys know that. I've been doing it for years because the Harlequin books are like my favorite. So how I do this every month is that I talk about one book from each of the lines that are coming out in the next month. Now, there are a couple books or a couple lines that I don't talk about, mainly because even though I read them, they are not my go-to. They're not my absolute favorites. So going forward, if you guys want me to start talking about like the Dare line, even though I know that is ending soon, there is also the medical romance line and the presents line. I am happy to put those in here too. Maybe the more I look at them, the more exposure I have to them, just because they're not my favorites. I don't tend to gravitate towards them. Do let me know, and maybe I'll start reading them a bit more. But as something special this month, and I don't know if this will still be the case going forward, if the Harlequin publicity team is watching this and they want to send me some books every month to show, I'm happy to do so. They were absolutely nice enough and sent me 3 physical copies, and I am so stoked to have these. Now, I showed these in a weekly vlog or a weekly reads video a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to talk about them here as well because I think they deserve, kind of their own recognition because they all sound fantastic. But one of these books actually made the list. The other 2, not that I'm not anticipating reading them, I absolutely am, and that's the thing. These are the ones that I am most excited about, but believe me, a lot of months, it's hard to pick from 1 to 2 books, or even 3 or 4 books within a given line that is being published that month. So let's jump into it. We're going to start with The Desire. So like I said, these are all coming out in October. We have The Devil's Bargain by Kira Sinclair. This is book number 2 in the Bad Billionaire series. And it's about a man by the name of Finn. And he has just spent some time in jail. And he's now out of jail. And he's coming to speak to his ex-girlfriend, who is the mother of their son. And the thing is, though, she's a jewelry designer, but she wants nothing to do with him because he stole, what does it say here? Their family's heirloom diamond. And I'm like, jewel thieves. That sounds so interesting to me and so exciting. So yeah, that one sounds like a lot of fun. And the Desire covers, again, they are stunning. I love her dress and her eyeshadow. It is beautiful. But yeah, these ones, just these covers. Like, Harlequin is knocking it out of the ballpark lately with the covers on these books. They are stunning. So the next one I want to talk about, of course, is the Harlequin Heartwarming line. And these are a clean and wholesome line, as I've talked about before in my videos. If you do not want a lot of adult content, these are definitely the ones that you want to gear towards. And the book that I picked out of these ones, and again, this was hard. There were a couple on here that all sounded really good. We have A Hero for the Holiday by Sydney Powell. This is book number 1 in the Matchmaker at Work series. So I've read Sydney before, and her writing is really, really fantastic. And this is about a female firefighter and a man by the name of Christopher. So her name is, sorry, I've got my notes here in front of me. Penny. Her name is Penny. Sorry. So Penny and his name is Christopher. So his house goes up in flames and Penny shows up, of course, as a firefighter to help and things like that. So he is now kind of homeless with his 2 kids at the holidays. So she kind of takes them in and the romance goes from there, and it sounds delightful. And I think what really sold me on this one was the fact that it's a female firefighter. Not that that's not a thing. That's absolutely a thing and, fantastic. I think it's great to see. But I love the fact that it's being portrayed more in literature now. So very excited about that one. Next up, I want to talk about the Harlequin historical novel, and that is A Mistletoe Vow for Lord Lovell, and this is by Joanna Johnson, and this one sounds really good. I do not know whether this one, I'm pretty sure it's a Regency era novel, but I do not know whether that takes place in London or in the US, because our main character, Honora, I believe is how you say her name, she was abandoned by her husband and also by society because her father was a slave. So this dashing Lord Lovell comes to her aid and agrees to take her in. And she is also going to help him take care of his ward. And he's guardian to his pregnant ward. So then I guess a baby comes and the 2 of them decide to kind of take care of the baby or something like that. So I don't know, sounds really good. So yeah, I am very excited to read this one. Next up, we have a Harlequin intrigue novel. You guys know how much I love the intrigue line. And we have The Line of Duty by Nicole Severin. This is book number 3 in the Black Hawk Security Elite Protection Services series. Book number 6. Did I say book number 6? Book number 6. This one sounds so good. So it's about a operative by the name of Vincent and a by-the-book police officer named Shay. And the two of them are on a plane together going to Alaska, and the plane crashes. And the two of them need to work together to get out of the wilderness and, you know, find out what's going on. They're fighting for their lives, essentially, lost in the wilderness, I guess in Alaska, I don't know. Sounds so good. I like it involves a plane crash. I don't know why I'm intrigued by that, but I love stories that not only are intriguing, but also delve into, you know, outside peril as well, and something in the form where people need to survive. You know, somehow I would never, ever, ever want to be in that situation. You know, I don't even go camping, but it just sounds so good, and I'm really excited to read this one. Next up, we have a Harlequin romance novel, and this is Christmas Reunion in Paris by Liz Fielding. This is book number 1 in the Christmas at the Harrington Park Hotel series. Oh my gosh, this one sounds so adorable. So it's about a celebrity chef by the name of James. And for some reason, as soon as I heard celebrity chef, all I started thinking of was Curtis Stone. Anybody else love Curtis Stone? Is it just me? I used to love watching that show that he did where he would pick up people, like these women at the supermarket, and then make a meal for the person. It wasn't necessarily a woman, but the person and their spouse or their significant other. I just thought that was absolutely delightful. Anyway, I got Curtis Stone vibes from hearing Celebrity Chef. So he's a celebrity chef working at this hotel that he owns, the Harrington Hotel. And he finds out that his ex-girlfriend, and the hotel's in Paris, and he finds out that his ex-girlfriend is actually a chambermaid at the hotel. And it's going to be their kind of reunion and their, you know, second chance romance kind of an idea. Christmas in Paris? Yes, please. You know, this one sounds so adorable, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Next up, we have a romantic suspense novel, and this is Colton Storm Warning by Justine Davis. This is book number 4 in the Coltons of Kansas series. So this is the story of Ty and Ashley. And Ashley is an heiress, and she is very, she's a philanthropist. I cannot say that word. I do apologize. She likes to give money to charity. I haven't drank all of my coffee yet this morning, guys. I do apologize. So, I can say the word in my head, but I just can't say it out loud. So anyway, she is being protected because she's got some threats against her by this security agent by the name of Ty. And the two of them end up, you know, they're being pursued essentially by the bad guys. And it sounds like there's a tornado coming. And from this one, I got vibes of the movie Twister, which I love that movie. I don't know what it is about plane crashes and natural disasters. I promise you, I am not. I like hearts and flowers as well, but you know, if you're gonna get an intrigue type story, I love having that outside bit of drama that is coming in. And again, like I said, Twister vibes. There are not a lot of movies that I love. Twister is definitely one of them. I do love that movie, and that's what I got the vibes from this one. So very excited to check this one out. Next up, we have a special edition novel, and this is Her Sweet Temptation by Nina Crespo, book number 2 in the Tilbridge Stables series. I picked this one mainly because I read the first book a few months ago, and I loved it. This was a new-to-me author when I read the first book, and her writing was fantastic. So this is the story of a woman by the name of Rena, and a gentleman by the name of Scott. And the first book, the series takes place in this ranch, and in this one, she is like the head of the ranch, and she ends up falling for a stuntman because they're actually filming a movie on the set of the ranch, and it sounds adorable. I'm telling you, from prior experience, the first book was fantastic. Go ahead and read the first book first, then pick this one up in October. You will not at all be disappointed. Her writing is wonderful. The characters are fantastic. Highly, highly recommend this one. Next up, we have a love-inspired novel, and this is the one that I have the physical copy for, so yay! Excuse me. This is Alaskan Christmas Redemption by Belle Calhoun. Yay, I cannot wait for this one. It takes place in Alaska at Christmas time. I mean, it was checking all my boxes. I love it. And this is about a woman by the name of Piper, and his name is Braden. And he is just returning after years away from this small town called Owl Creek in Alaska. And he is coming to help, is it his friend? His best friend, Piper, save her failing diner. So it's going to be their romance. So it's going to be friends to lovers. Oh, love it. So the Love Inspired books, if you guys are new to my channel, these are all inspirational romances. So these are faith-based fiction. And so, you know, no lover's actual aspect in this one, but, you know, friends to sweethearts. Let's say that instead. And yeah, it looks delightful. These books are so enjoyable. And so I love them. I mean, I do love a good smutty romance, let's be real. But there's just something so wholesome and so sweet about these books because they so much more focus on the emotional relationship as opposed to the physical relationship. And they're a delight, and I highly recommend them. And I'm really looking forward to actually reading this one in October. And then the last one that I want to share with you from this list, then I'll get into the other two books, is The Love Inspired Suspense. And this is Witness Sabotage by Heather Woodhaven. And very quickly, can we please talk about that cover? That cover is brilliant. I love it. It's so atmospheric. I mean, there's this wolf and he looks hungry. So this is the story about a woman named Jackie who's a journalist. And she's investigating what does it say? Sabotage on a construction site when she stumbles upon a dead body. And then she flees and she ends up falling and injuring herself. And she gets rescued by a ranger by the name of Sean. And now the two of them are kind of lost in the wilderness together. And the story goes from there. So yay on this one. I do. Again, the Love Inspired Suspense, exactly as I said about the Love Inspired, they are faith-based fiction, but these have the suspenseful element in them. Whereas, you know, these ones perhaps do not, or these ones, so you guys can see the cover, do not. So the other two books I want to share with you, which were again sent to me by the Harlequin publicity team. Thank you both again, or thank you all again for these. So the first one is a desire novel, and this, again, these ones could have absolutely made the list, but there was just something in particular about these books I talked about, and I can't share all the books with you every month. I would love to, but I can't, because this video would be crazy long. So the first one is After Hours Redemption by Kiana Alexander. Look at that cover, you guys. Is that not stunning? So in this one, she is a songwriter and he is a record executive. And he needs her songwriting skills for his studio. And of course, they're going to try and keep it strictly professional, but that's not always the way these things go in these stories. And oh my gosh, this one looks so good. Sorry, these Harlequin books just make me so happy. So yeah, I am really looking forward to getting to this one. And then the last one, of course, is another special edition. These are some of my favorites. You guys know if you've been watching me for a while, I have a huge collection of the special edition novels. I love them so much. In my personal Harlequin collection, that bookshelf there and the bookshelf beside me are all filled with Harlequins. And this is Home for the Baby's Sake by Christine Rimmer. I love Christine Rimmer. She is fantastic. And is this part of a series? It's part of the Bravos of Valentine Bay series. That cover is just so fall, is it not? Oh, adorable. Babies and hand knits and good-looking guys in hand knits. As a knitter, I can absolutely appreciate this. So this is, he is a real estate agent by the name of, a real estate developer by the name of Romano. And he has come to town to raise his infant son. And he kind of has a run-in with the local theater director whose name is Haley. And the two of them are going to, I guess, butt heads because perhaps he's trying to do something with the local theater, and she does not want to let him, you know, develop the theater and like tear it down and rebuild. So sounds really cute. Again, I really love these, and I do adore Christine Rimmer, so this one would be fantastic. So along with all the other ones I've just recommended to you, I also, of course, recommend these ones and this one as well. So yay. So anyway, that is all that I have for this video today. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below, are, you know, any books that I didn't mention that you saw from Harlequin that are coming out in October that you are super excited to read. Please, again, share with me in the comments below and let's talk about it. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.